Seen out of your team that's allowed you guys to stay composed these last two games and winning when it's so close?
You know what, BT? I think we got the right intent. We got the right intent, and our hearts are in the right place. Like, no matter who's playing, as long as we come out to win, you see everybody on the bench is cheering for one another, and that's what it's about. I thought Chris Dunn really changed that game tonight defensively, everything he did defensively, and guys were happy to see him do that. And so if you got the right intent and your heart's in the right place, you're going to play good basketball. I mean, we didn't finish the game like we wanted to, being up 11, give up an offensive rebound. I think they scored 5 points in 15 seconds, which we can't allow that. But just have the composure to come back and still win the game. But we got to do better, against teams that's going to pressure and pick up full court. We just got to be better. We can't turn the ball over and let them take us out what we're trying to do. And so, we get back to the drawing board on that. Our guys know what we're supposed to be doing, but we got to execute it. But like you said, BT, to win 2 out of 3, close games against 3 very good teams, I thought it meant a lot. It meant a lot about our character and how we want to play and compete every night.
What's the most improved part of Ivica Zubac's game right now?
I think, he's taking his time, understanding that he's probably going to be the biggest guy on the floor most nights. And when we get him the ball in the paint and get to a sweet spot, we're using money, and so just slowing down, hate to see him play that many minutes on the back-to-back, but we needed every second of it, and I thought he was huge. And so now, we give him 2 days off and get ready for Portland. But overall, just think, like Zoo, just protecting the rim. I think, defensively, understand we're going to mix up coverages, and then offensively, just like the game slowing down for him, taking his time.
To have 4 guys scoring double figures, how much does that help James not have to carry so much of the offensive load?
It's a lot. I think it was big for Norm to get going in that second half. I think was huge. And like I said, Norm, he didn't press. Just said I got to play better in the second half and made some big shots. And in that second half, he really carried us offensively. And so that's what I'm saying. I told you it could be anybody's night. But Norm stepping up in that second half, Zoo having 23, DJ having 18. That means a lot. If we're playing the basketball the right way, it could be anybody's night.
Ty, how big of a sequence was it there when Norm had that block on Buddy in the corner and then came down and hit the corner jumper himself?
It was huge. The whole sequence, Norm with the big block, KD with the big save inbounds, and then go down and Norm hits the 2, which I thought was a 3. But just like I said, overall, just a team effort, playing hard, competing, and making the right play.
And going back to James, obviously he was only 6 of 19 from the floor with the 11 assists. It feels like he's just been living in double-digit assists to start the season. What are you seeing from him where even when the shot's not falling, he's still able to pretty much walk to 10 assists a night?
Well, he can just, he can just orchestrate the game. That's what he does. If he's not scoring, he can rebound the basketball. He can get you 10, 12, 15 assists. So he just knows how to read the game and play the game, how it's supposed to be played, and he can make guys better, And so that's the unique thing about James, a guy that can score, so easily, but being able to affect games when he's not scoring.
Coach, your team forced the Warriors into 20 turnovers tonight. What did you see that, to where you guys made them uncomfortable and made them, throw the ball away?
I think just the intensity and understanding that we didn't want to allow, paint, catch, layups, or dunks, and just pulling in on the weak side, making sure we have 3-4 guys in the paint on the weak side, and make them skip the ball out. And so I thought that we did a good job of, breaking on balls when they had a chance to get some at the basket or trying to thread the needle in the interior. We did a good job of breaking on balls and coming up with steals.
Just one more Zoo question because I think he's earned it. I think he's only had one game where he's had more than the 6 assists that he had tonight. It's like I remember last year it took him like a dozen games to get that many assists to start that year. Like, what are you kind of helping him with the ball handling and the passing part of his game? Because if he's going to get these touches, he's got to be able to find his teammates as well as get it going.
Yeah, I think a lot of his assists come out of, when Norm or James are being blitzed and he's catching in that pocket on a short roll and then just reading the defense and making the right play, and so he's been very good at that. And so, teams going to put 2 on the ball. We got to make them pay, and we got to be able to capitalize. Yeah.